Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Pasadena, California, in the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Arizona Wildcats. Relay Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Linebacker's trying to confuse this offense now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build for the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. If you could keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
Second down play coming up. The ball bounces out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage, so no turnover, but no gain.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Terry. And he's down right there, but it's enough for a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 29. Linebacker shifting around now. Breaks into open space. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. I mean, he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
On the opening drive, they face third down. Try to convert with a sneak.
Boy, with all this build-up and hype of this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job at the line of scrimmage. That's another first down. They had their chance there on third down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just too good.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking for a gap. It's Williams.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Press coverage now from the secondary. Going to try to use his legs here. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Wow, really good read here by this quarterback, and I love the call on the RPO. Now they get a shot here on third down. It's much more manageable than the hole that they had dug for themselves. Curious to see if they stay on the ground or are they going to go through the air. They have the option to do either.
Short here in this playoff game, the 8th play of the drive. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
That's how you keep the opening drive alive right there. Good, hard, tough running to be able to pick up that first down on the third down conversion.
To the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Send the back in motion. Give it to the big fullback here. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Second down after that run on the previous play. Bootleg looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the option play. He gets the first and more. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Missouri, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, and that's good coverage there. movement. Looking for the wide out. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And with one explosive play there across midfield. First down at the 49. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. Really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
He hands it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Important third down play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Anderson. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And they convert on third down. Move the ball to the 36.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive, now they have a chance to put points on the board.
This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. He's running out of time here. That's caught. It's Lawson. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Hand off to the left. That's a solid gain. The move sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. And Kirk gets Missouri with the lead here. And the first quarter is in the books, but is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a second and goal. QB sneak. Touchdown, Arizona, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
Nice safe call here for the touchdown. The quarterback does a nice job of just kind of waiting to find the crease behind that center and guard. Found it, got low, and found the end zone.
Now the all-important extra point. And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Terry. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Caught over the middle. It's Davison. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. It's Terry. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground here. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Boy, the interior of that defensive line holds the point and allows the rest of the defense to rally to the football to bring up this 3rd down.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Looks like Missouri will have the first down.
Chris, I always get a kick out of how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You can hear the bench screaming, the crowd is screaming, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass downfield. Rarely do you hear them say, watch the fullback. There he just slips through for a first down.
Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. They test the middle there but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Caught! He's wide open. Look out!
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving, and the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner route. So hard to cover this.
Missouri getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Gets the first and still running. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And now the running back's got it again.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Defensive backs up with the line, showing the press. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looks left and finds his target there. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Second and goal play. Spot the ball at the 9. Down at the 7, but the completion moves them closer to the goal line. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got it near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
Instead of trying to take the lead with a field goal, they'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. He fights in for the score. Touchdown, Mizzou. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back. It's Anderson. Lets it go quickly. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Second down, we're going to throw it. That's caught. It's Brown. Heads out of bounds after a solid game. Offense in hurry-up mode. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The ball is loose.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes the ground. It's Brown. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Important 2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. down play coming up for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Anderson. Delivers quickly to the left side, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Caught over the middle. It's Richardson. They make the tackle, but the offense set up with a 1st down in the red zone. Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here comes a throw from the red zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Automatic on the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it's field, the returner trying to create good field position here. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can he make something happen? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there. It doesn't work out.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. Looking to scramble. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the 1st half of play. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the 2nd half underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. Trying to get something going early here in the 2nd half and jump on top. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Ball handed to the running back. Finds room at the 30. And the defense wraps him up. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll hand it off. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
What a job at the line of scrimmage by this defense. Looked like a no-brainer. 2nd and short, easy 1st down. No, denied, stopped, bring up 3rd down.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's play action. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Breaking free at the 35. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. If only make the tackle, but it's going to be first and goal from the 6.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. Sticking with the running game. Touchdown, Arizona. And that will give them the lead now.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
PAT puts them in front by 7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Terry. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. He'll hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Both earlier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Once you can establish the run game, the play action is so effective. Those linebackers' eyes get caught up on the run, and you pull the ball, and you've got open targets behind him. It's a great example of using the run game to set up your play action.
First down here for this offense. Looking for a man. Bringing pressure. He's hit as he throws it. Finds his man. It's Williams.
Man, some real toughness on display here by the quarterback. Being able to focus with that kind of pressure coming right at him.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. We'll try to run it with the option. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
First down and 10. Now they're running on the toss. There's some space around the 30. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground.
The old toss play, man. This is a play that used to be so popular in college football when teams ran out of the I formation. Nowadays, you can pretty much run the toss out of almost any formation. But the key is still sealing the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle. Got to seal the edge to be able to allow your back to get to the corner.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Going for the touchdown here. It'll be broken up in the end zone. That's a great play.
Chris, as this game evolves every year with college football, we see more and more versions of some kind of spread offense. It puts so much pressure on this linebacker position because they're asked to do so much. This linebacker is able to sit back in zone, be comfortable in space, make the right read, and be able to be in place to knock the ball away.
Second down after the incompletion. Grab behind the line. It's Hoffman. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
So here we go. Third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Tigers. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Turner trying to create good field position. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Back to throw. It's Anderson. Nice grab. It's Richardson. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play. No huddle here for the offense. That's a design quarterback keeper. Football comes out. Defense makes the recovery and turnover.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
So the Missouri offense headed back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
makes it 2nd and medium. Back in motion now. Nowhere to run up the middle. This has been a tremendous fight through 3 quarters. In this playoff game, deadlocked heading to the final period. Let's check out the game summary so far. Heading to the 4th quarter, who can step up and make a crucial play in this pursuit of a national championship? We begin the quarter with a crucial play, often setting up for this 3rd down. On the move now. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
You know, the quarterback looks like he makes the right read, but I got to tell you, I think he underestimated the speed of this defense and how quickly they were able to get to him to prevent him from picking up the 1st down.
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. He missed it. Off target that time. Here in the final quarter, this game remains tied.
Now, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. That poor kicker.
Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. A premium here on ball security. The last drive, of course, ended in a fumble. Bites off a defender. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Anderson. Quick catch over the middle. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. He keeps it on the design run. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Boy, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break 1 tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
Well, the defense is ready for that one. Good job of being able to hold the edge to this defense, showing the speed that they needed to bring him down. He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
The important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Deflected. The defense forcing the incompletion. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
When he's got some space here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in the return. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. 45-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Here's the second down play. On the toss play, runner moving left. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Crucial play for both offense and defense. We'll see what we get here on 3rd and 4. Receiver in motion now. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. A low line drive, ugly punt. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. To throw, it's Anderson. Moves out of the pocket. Going to scramble now. Looks like Arizona will have the first down. The guys up front line up. It's first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. QB keeper all the way. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football. And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes of play. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Man, I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now, big decision coming up here on 4th.
The punt team ready to boot it away. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. First play of the drive now from the 25. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and every everything is flipped in the other direction.
Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game was on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
BHC is up and good. You lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Terry. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Picks up some blocks. Can he make it? Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown.
What a touchdown here with under 2 minutes to go. And the big question now, Chris, is do you kick this extra point to tie it up, or do you go for two to potentially take the lead? Either way, your defense still is going to have to go out there and make some plays.
Next through the extra point, we are dead even here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To the air, it's Anderson. Catch made on the left side. Went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Looking to throw here. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Throwing for his running back. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
Looking to throw. It's Anderson. It's an out route. The catch made. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Final drive coming up. Let's see what the quarterback can do. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught quickly. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short in the 7th play of the drive. Design quarterback run. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards, and they came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's 4th down and inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. They try to sneak it for the first. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
And one of the things we love about this guy is his ability to use his legs when he has to. And I almost feel like he got behind that offensive line, and because of his size, I don't know if they were able to locate him. By the time they did, it's a first down for the offense.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Touchdown, Arizona. They take the lead in the final minute.
Just so impressed by this offense and the way they've executed throughout most of this day. Now with the game on the line, they deliver and give them the go-ahead score. There's enough time, though, on the clock. Defense is going to have to go out there and make some plays to be able to win this game.
PHC is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Terry. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Defense not pressing this time. To throw, it's Hawkins. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game, final minutes, and the offense produced some magic. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for a late deep throw. The deep shot is caught for a big gain. The senior with an outstanding grab there.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. On the run here, lets it go. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. In the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.